What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is Family or Fiance. All right. I'm not going to hold you. Let's go in.
Tell me about the drinking.
They actually now have an ankle monitor that can monitor my alcohol level.
What happens if you relapse?
How are you gonna get married if you feel like there's never gonna be any change?
How you gonna tell me how to raise my daughter when you have absolutely no relationship with your son?
That's incorrect. Whenever I'm ready to talk, there's always a reason why she can't talk.
How do you feel hearing that?
I feel it's bull.
You guys don't know yourselves well enough to know whether this is the right marriage for you. There's a lot of work to do, Janae, with connecting to feelings.
See what it's about.
Let the festivities begin.
Let them begin, brother.
I'm Janae.
And I'm Philip.
And we're engaged.
Janae and I met on a beautiful day in July at a random gas station.
My first impression, I really thought he was a little thirsty, but yeah, he got the number after I did a surveillance check.
We travel a lot, just experiencing new things together. It's been one of our highlights of our relationship.
He has a great personality. He keeps me laughing all the time. I definitely love being around him. But my family feels that he's not the one for me. Honestly, I'm not worried about anything because at the end of the day, who's meant to be in my life will be in my life. And those who are not meant here, they will be dismissed.
Situation that I walked into.
It's just funny to me. Sisters always have to say the last part, and those who are not, they have to be dismissed. They not all sisters, but a lot of them take a lot of pleasure in the negative side of things. But it's something that I just noticed. Let's go.
With Janae, I already had people prejudge me based on her last relationships, but at the end of the day, we're not gonna let anybody stop us.
The only way the wedding will not go on is if we say it's not going on.
So it's more like, we want you with us, we love you with us, or you can get lost on the way.
Oh, she cute. Look at baby. Check baby out. Oh my God.
Hi, Janae. Hi, Philip.
Hello.
Welcome to Family or Fiance.
Welcome.
Great
Thank
to
you for
have
having us.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. Hi. This is your house for the next 3 days. Take a look around,
Okay.
and then meet me in my office, and we will get started.
Sounds good.
Definitely. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
This is so nice. Oh, yes, this is beautiful. I love this. Look at this tub. Now we can do some things up in there.
Hello.
Hi.
First of all, congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you.
How long has it been?
Since December 24th.
Yes,
So you got engaged how long after you were
a
dating?
year and a half.
Okay. Tell me about your relationship history, Philip.
Janae is what I would consider my third serious relationship,
Okay.
other than the mother of my son, and then one relationship after that.
And how long did those go?
The mother of my son, on and off 11 years.
Oh, that's a long time. What about you, Janae?
I was married before, so I was with him from age 14 to age 31. Had 3 kids with him.
17 years.
Yes, we separated, and then I got into another from age 31 to 38.
And when we first met, I just remember her mentioning something like, in her past relationships, her and her partner would walk around the house and not talk to each other for days. But now I see our relationship turning into that.
Oh,
I just shut down, I do, because I rather avoid arguing.
Yeah.
So I guess the difference between my past and with him, they just let me have my time until I feel like, okay, I want to come to you and talk. Because we do talk about it.
what would they do while you were having your time?
Just do what they normal, like watch sports, read.
But that's not normal, right?
I'm not
that
good at
takes
that.
a high level of
Yes.
pretending.
What do you mean, like pretend? Because
Well, it's where you just pretend is not happening, the thing that isn't working. Your silent
Right.
thing is the pretending, and then you come back into the relationship pretending it didn't happen.
I was the one who always broke the ice, and I would, start
But
talking first.
weren't you the one who was not talking? You said they would give me my space, which means I'm the one who doesn't want to talk.
Right.
And so it would make sense that you're the one who would have to restart the conversation.
Right.
What happens when you come back together? Is there a repair?
No, it's an expectation to act like nothing happened.
Right. Honestly, I've heard enough. Okay, I've heard enough of this dysfunctional pattern. Nobody's gonna stay married doing that. Gonna have to learn something new there.
I agree.
How's that land on you, Janae?
I mean, it's the truth, so yeah, I needed to hear it.
So let's talk about your children.
My son,
You just have one.
one son, correct?
And he's 16.
Yeah, Philip Jr., 17. And since my divorce and the inconsistency in my life, like with me drinking, I haven't built the connection with my son that I would like.
How long has it been since you were divorced?
10 years.
So it's been 10 years since you had like a consistent relationship with your son?
Yeah.
So tell me about the drinking.
Started when I was 18 and ended when I was 39. So I had a good career of drinking. It started
and you're sober
off
now?
Yes, for 10 months strong.
Okay.
I actually got pulled over and now I'm forced to stop. They actually now have an ankle monitor that can monitor my alcohol level. I have it on now.
Okay.
So
Can we see it?
Yeah.
And that reads your alcohol level content
I
through
can't
your
even-
body, through your skin?
It measures my sweat levels.
And what happens if you relapse? They could put you in jail. When does that end?
Hopefully in the next few months it should be over.
And what's your plan when the ankle bracelet comes off?
I've already made a commitment to myself to go for 2 years before I even say I want a sip of liquor, if I even decide I wanted one at that point.
So now I would turn to you.
Before we turn to her, let's focus on bruh. Okay? Bruh, you haven't had a relationship with your son in 10 years? Are you crazy? I get upset at my son all the time. But we got a relationship. That's my dude. It's not looking good, and the reason I say that is because I'm a proponent of I don't want to say the word because I think it's YouTube sensitive, but I'm going to say any type of abuse. I think that's a bad word on YouTube, you know. But anyway, any type of that, I don't care if it's alcohol, drugs, corn, you know what I'm talking about, not corn, but the other word with the P, gambling, even sex, any kind of addiction or you know what I'm talking about. I just don't think you're ready, because in my opinion, those are divorceable things. If you're addicted to something, I don't care what it is. If you're addicted to something, you need help. I'm not saying you should get a divorce if you're already married, but if you're addicted to something, you're going to always make the addiction the priority. Okay? Over the other person, over the kids, over the bills, over the pet dog, over your job, whatever it is, it's going to overtake all of your other responsibilities. So just hearing this brother got issue with alcohol to the point where he has to wear an ankle brace, you ain't ready, bruh. You ain't ready. At least get the ankle brace off first. Can we do that? Then we can talk. But the whole time I was looking at her, her eyes were shifting and looking at him like he wasn't telling the truth. I'm not saying he lying, but her eyes looked like he ain't telling the truth on something. I don't know. Let's go back in and find out.
Now you have a newly sober fiance. How are you supporting his sobriety?
Okay, well, in the beginning.
Whoa. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me rewind that. And the reason why is because she's going to say, but she's gonna nod, he ain't sober. Now watch carefully as she asks her the question. I just had to point this out. Body language.
So now I would turn to you, Janae. Now you have a newly sober fiance. How are you supporting his sobriety?
You see her nodding her head? He ain't sober. Subconsciously, she did that. She didn't even know she said, nah, he ain't sober. I'm sure the psychologist picked up on that. She might not mention it, but I'm sure she picked up on that body language too. Let's go back in.
Well, in the beginning, when he got on the ankle bracelet, I joined him for about roughly 2 months, and then I asked him, when we go to like social gatherings, is it okay if I have a drink? And he said, yeah. So I still drink.
The part that did bother me was when she said she was going to stop, and then she decided to start again. She never wanted to stop.
That sounds right. Like, you don't want to stop drinking. That's what I got, right? Or you would have.
I mean, I don't want to completely stop drinking because of the lifestyle we live.
These two things are incompatible. So you're either going to acknowledge that they're incompatible, or you're going to pretend that you could just keep doing this and there's not going to be a problem. And if the plan is, well, I'm pretending, I'm not going to sit here and go along with that.
There is no anchor in a relationship. There is nobody to be the anchor, to be the person to say, hey, you could stop this, I can help you. We are in this together. Or somebody who don't even drink themselves to say, oh, look, you don't have to buy any of that, I'm gonna help you stop. There is no anchor. They're both gonna sink. She don't want to stop. I know he don't want to stop because he been doing it for a while. And she said it's their lifestyle. Well, it's starting to get him in some legal trouble, and it looked like she got a problem too. She just don't have the bracelet on right now, but she probably got it as just as bad as he do, especially since she don't seem to mind that he is. So let's hear some more.
So why don't you tell me who's coming?
Okay, my son's coming, Jameer. My friend Randy's coming, and also my god sister Danielle's coming.
I'm just hoping that they speak their mind fully. Like, don't hold anything back, because now is the time.
Who's coming from your side?
My mother, Michelle, my brother, Tamir, and my son, PJ.
There will be some stuff that might come to the table. Probably some stuff to catch a couple people off guard. So I would prepare for that.
Okay. So I have some tasks for you today. Janae, your task is called Fears in a Hat. Philip's family is going to write down questions, put them in a hat. You're going to pull them out one by one, answer them to the best of your ability. Philip, your task is called Red Hot Questions. Janae's family is going to write down questions on cards. You're going to answer them openly and honestly, and let them get to know you better as the sober you. And also, you will have an opportunity to ask Janae's family questions of your own. Okay. Tomorrow morning, you'll be back in here, and we'll talk about what happened.
Okay.
All right?
Awesome. All right.
All right, let's do it.
They're here. They're there, I think.
Oh, God. All the real feelings gonna come out. Who is it?
We're here. We here. Philip, he doesn't really talk a lot. Even when we're at a gathering, we could all be sitting together like right now, but Philip would be over there. And of course, he wants Janae to be where he's at.
I don't know if it's anger issues, but I would definitely say control issues.
So here's where all the magic is gonna happen.
All right, I like magic.
I have one in particular question to ask. I want to ask about an incident the other night where he put my sister out the house. I want to know that, trying to get the full story.
Yeah, I hear that.
How are you?
As Philip's mother, his drinking problem has been heart-wrenching.
My relationship with my dad, I'd say, is strained a little bit. I'm scared that he might flip, and the person that I've seen him be with other people around him, he might be with me one day.
Janae, you want to start the tour?
Guys a tour?
The only thing that worries me was now that Philip's sober, how much the drinking is done on the other side.
Hi.
Thanks you all for being here. As you all know, Janae and I are engaged to be married, and we brought you here because we know that there may be some concerns about our marriage, so we're gonna go around and ask people.
Randy, what are your concerns?
One of my concerns would be the depth that you guys know each other. Like, does either one of you guys even like who the other one is right now today? I want you guys to be more mature and cut out some of the petty or all of the petty that you guys both do back and forth to each other.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk to
And
'em.
Danielle, what are your concerns?
My concerns are just solely about you. I just would like you to work on your health. And overall, I think mending and fixing the relationship within your kids, for me, overall, is my main concern.
Okay, thank you. And Jamir, what are your concerns?
My concerns are you guys need to fix the issues you guys have as a couple and also as individuals. My next concern would be, I think, Philip, you need to understand your boundaries between my mom's parenting and her kids. And I would just like to get to know your family a little bit better.
Awesome, thank you. Okay. Your concerns?
My biggest concern would be working to improve the relationship that we have and, helping us become something greater.
Awesome, thank you. And Tamir?
First and foremost, I would want you guys to get counseling in order to really figure out some scars that you guys might have received way long before you even met each other, but can still affect your relationship right now. Yeah, that would be it.
Okay, thank you. Mom, what concerns do you have?
My first concern is I need you to continue to work on your personal development. And the second concern is about how Janae's drinking will affect your sobriety. Can she support you with your sobriety if she's still, drinking?
Right. No anchor.
And the last concern would be, how can Janae support you with your sobriety if she's still, drinking?
Okay, we have a task our relationship coach, Tracy, put together for us. My task is with Philip's family. We're gonna be doing fears in a hat. You guys can ask me any questions and I'd be glad to answer them open and honestly.
With Janae's family, the task that Tracy put together for us is called Red Hot Questions, where any questions you ask, I'll answer open and transparently, and at the end, I'll have a chance to ask questions as well.
I'm used to Philip blowing gaskets over things small, so I am expecting him to kind of be pissed about some of the questions.
What's up, family? How y'all doing? Our task today is red hot questions, so we're gonna get right into it.
Hi, fam.
How you doing?
I'm good. We're gonna be doing a task called Fears in a Hat. So let's begin.
Okay.
All right.
Do you think Janae loves you unconditionally? I believe she does. Our challenge is when we have a conflict, she doesn't receive the information that well. She can attack and say some pretty mean things, and it comes across as if she doesn't care.
What if you're incorrect, or what if she feels like you're incorrect? Does she have to go with everything you say?
No, absolutely not.
Would you ever consider going sober? Yes, I will definitely consider going sober. I feel that I probably should not be drinking in front of him. I don't want to be that reason why he had a relapse because I chose to continue to drink.
How difficult do you think it would be for you?
To stop drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not difficult at all. I can tell that it bothers you a lot, and I'm really, really big on family, so if it bothers him that much, it's gonna bother me too. So I don't wanna be the person to hurt him because of the drinking. Right.
Do you and your mom have a good and healthy relationship? When I was young, I had a situation between me and my stepdad. When my mom asked me about it and I told her the truth, she didn't believe me.
Okay.
From that moment on, I just would get there quiet.
We feel like your mom abandoned you.
Definitely. I had a heavy trust issues, but yeah, come to peace with it. So that's pretty much where I'm at.
Now, that sounds very, understandable to a lot of people and men, and especially probably because he's a man. But Now we're pretty much on what I would consider strike two, which is mommy issues. Okay, I'm not. It's not his fault. Just like it's not a woman's fault if she has daddy issues, but it happens. But is that something you want to deal with in a marriage? Okay. Do you want to have to deal with daddy issues? Do you want to have to deal with mommy issues? Because it can manifest in many different ways. Right now, it looks like it's manifesting in alcoholism, you know, and it's probably one of many issues that he got. But I just had to point out strike two, which is mommy issues. Let's go back in.
Next question. Do you trust Janae? I trust Janae, but it's hard to have trust with somebody when if I feel like I need a conversation or I need to tell you something's bothering me, if I feel like you're gonna blow up on me or get angry, it's hard to trust you in those situations. So I feel alone sometimes when I'm like in need of a friend or a hug.
That's more like not being able to be open and be able to voice how you feel, but trusting somebody. Do you trust her with your life? Do you trust that she's honest all the time? Do you trust that she's gonna be the wife that you need her to be?
As far as infidelity, I do trust Janae wholeheartedly.
Okay.
It's just like, can you be there when I need you?
Gotcha.
but the cheating and stuff.
So it's well-rounded, that is the emotional part.
Yeah, like I trust her wholeheartedly with that.
So I got one question. About the other night, who was it that kicked my sister out the house?
If it's 1:30 in the morning in my woman's household, where I'm at all the time, I have the right to ask what's going on with all that noise down there.
Okay.
But the person who's receiving that gets an attitude and starts calling me a that's a problem for me. And then it's not getting handled. That's where I feel like boundaries need to be set.
Right.
And unfortunately, I feel like it's never going to be resolved because there's nobody who feels the need to resolve it.
But if you feel that way right now, how are you gonna get married if she's never gonna feel like there's an issue? But you clearly feel like there is.
I mean, the issues between her and her children, again, are not mine.
But you feel like there's never gonna be any change and it's already affecting your peace in the house that you're at 50% of the time. Obviously, it's affecting you right now.
Yeah.
When's the last time my dad got unreasonably angry at something?
Not
Unreasonably angry at something. Before I go to that, let me go back to what they were saying. And, you know, we could qualify a strike three in children issues. I don't want to say single mama issues or whatever. But apparently he's saying she don't discipline her kids. And her kids called him what he called a ninja. So you know, as a man that's hard to deal with and have that person sleep under your roof. So if he kicked her out the house, I don't blame him one bit. I'm gonna be honest. If he kicked her out, I don't care if it's a boy or a girl, whatever. If he kicked them out, they deserve to be out because they show a lack of a respect for the man of the house. Who raised you? That's my question. Who raised you? You know what I mean? But all that being said, we may have a strike three with the children. The children may be a problem. I'll let y'all determine that, or we could call it a strike. We can call that one a foul. No, that's a hard strike, but I'm gonna call it a foul ball for right now. Let's go in.
too long ago. Your dad has a very short temper, but I can see the change and the difference in him to where now I feel more comfortable with him.
Do you think you have anger issues? That is a great question. I never felt like it was out of control. See, that's the thing. When I wanted to get angry, I'm 1,000. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt.
Putting holes in walls is under control?
Yeah, to me.
Okay.
Because at the time, that was stopping me from punching the person that I wanted to punch. So that was under control enough for me.
That's questionable.
All right, we have a full strike on this one, okay? Physical abuse and temper problems, putting holes in walls. This brother done more than struck out. I tried to give him a foul ball. I'm fair if nothing else, but I didn't know we was gonna get another strike. You struck out. This wedding should not happen at all. She talks greasy, and he put holes in walls with his fists. And they want to tie the knot, make it make sense. Let's go. So I'll put it this way. Sometimes people trauma bond. You know what I mean? So maybe they are trauma bonding with each other, and their dysfunction actually matches up to where they can be a couple, but they're both dysfunctional and out of alignment, but that unalignment matches up with the other person's unalignment, and they become a couple and they connect off of dysfunction. Put it in the comments what y'all think of that comment. I'd be interested to know. Let's go.
I don't think I ever made shells this fast. Taco bar is open.
Wow, someone beat me to the drink today. Jeez. What is this?
Going into family dinner, Janae's back drinking, you know, that's surprising. And a lot of work needs to be done in that area.
Today, one of the questions.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try not to keep this long, y'all, but this chick just cried in front of this dude's son, talking about, if it affects you, I don't want to do it. And then started the crocodile tears. And moments later, she pulls out some drink, pours it very casually. And if you say anything to her about it, she gonna come with attitude. It's practically guaranteed. Because she don't want to be told what to do. But she want to pretend like she care. But she don't. Obviously. If his son see her drinking a drink after she just cried her crocodile tears, he will lose respect for that woman and probably wouldn't even look at her as any kind of stepmother, because she's actually, I don't want to say doing more harm than good, but she's not helping her man at all by still drinking. She just don't happen to have an ankle brace. Let's go in.
I was asked, would I ever consider going sober? And I said, most definitely. If it's gonna help me build a better relationship with my kids, with my friends, with my soon-to-be husband, then by all means, we'll stop drinking. And at the end of the day, I mean, I have had my fair share, of a lot of drinking. Hello, how you doing? But again, when the time is needed, I have no problem with taking the necessary steps and stop drinking.
Cold turkey?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind.
That's interesting to hear and good to hear.
I don't think you should have to stop being you, especially if it's just in a social life. I can see if it's excessive.
Right now, Janae's drinking, and I just don't know if one person drinking and the other in sobriety is a combination that will work. So as his mother, I'm concerned.
So my task today was red hot questions with Janae's family, and Jameer was asking questions like more or less about the difference in our parenting styles. Mm-hmm. And we have to make sure that there's boundaries set up. Fences protect both sides, right?
Right.
So we want that person to have that boundary as well as us on the inside. But then I think the conversation just kind of also elaborated into other aspects as well. Because if we're not setting up boundaries in one area, we're probably not setting them in other areas, right? And There was one other one.
Yes, I asked about who kicked my sister out the house the other night and how did that go about, because I was very curious.
And I could tell from the question, who kicked my sister out, that he had no idea of what transpired or how it happened. He's only hearing what he heard. So I just gave him my point of view of how it happened tonight.
Since we brought up that story, what happened that night, I would never do that to your son. I'm tired of being put in the middle of situations and feeling like I have to pick and choose.
I get it's your daughter, and because of that, I think you're so okay with justifying her actions and condemning mine. Because of that dynamic, you're too okay with that, which still bothers me.
Can I interject? Because I'm the elder at the table, married, raised kids, and I listened to what you just said, and I'm gonna offer something to you. Your daughter is grown, and I know, Janae, I know how difficult it is when you've taken care of your children by yourself, you've mothered them, you've loved them, you've done everything that you can, but Jada has to make her own decisions, and you can never allow her to be disrespectful in your home to your husband under no circumstances.
I just feel at the end of the day like this. He has so much to say about what Jada doing and trying to tell me how to parent my daughter.
Changing the subject.
No,
it's not about
excuse
that.
me. You just brought up other stuff.
hear
So
you.
therefore,
No, I'm bringing up
he
the
has
same
so much
topic.
opinion about how I should be
But
with
I'm
my
not
daughter.
gonna lie.
But I feel like, how you gonna tell me how to raise my children or my daughter when you have absolutely no relationship with your son?
That's incorrect.
So no, that is totally
That's your
correct.
opinion. That's your opinion.
But Janae, that's a dart. That's
It's a
throwing a
dart.
dart.
Punch.
No.
See how I get
That's throwing a dart when we're talking
And this is
about
what I gotta deal with, is stay respectful.
Please, he was playing the
You
victim.
throwing darts for
Playing
no
the
reason.
victim.
I started feeling like I couldn't talk. I started feeling like she was throwing darts to be mean. It's not a conversation, so why keep talking?
The truth hurts. And when the truth hurts, sometimes people can't handle it, so then they get up and they walk away.
Being around you was difficult with like all the drinking and all the smoking, and it made me not like you very much just because of like who you were.
When I feel like I need to say something to you, there's always a reason that's more important than the talk I need to have.
How do you feel hearing that?
You want my real answer? I feel it's bull.
My dog. Let me holler at you real quick.
All right.
It's just about my sister and stuff. I think if you really want this to work, you gotta understand that she's also dealing with something, and there's things that trigger her, and she is always looking for that, you know, like that emotional support, and that, because she's not getting it from anybody. She can see it. She's always looking for that in relationships. Just be that guy. She ain't never had that guy.
Yeah, no, I hear you all the way. You know what I'm saying? And I know when people feel like they've had tough love ain't what they need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I hear you on that. I got you. And thank you for hearing me out. I'm not the kind of dude that's just looking to blow up on nobody, bro, or tripping or like that. So thank you for having some kind of faith in me, you know? I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good looking. Come here.
Oh, damn.
My bad. Come here. What's wrong with it?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm getting old, brother.
Yeah.
You coming down or stand up? You stand up?
This chick is in the closet. Hold on. Drinking alcohol, y'all. She is worse than he is. I bet she is worse. I don't know why he didn't admit that she is an alcoholic too. But look.
You coming down or
hold on.
stand up?
Watch this.
You stand up?
She gonna take another sip. Look at this. She has a bottle of, I don't know what that is, gin and juice Chug-a-lugging in the closet. Now, if you got to drink alcohol in the closet, you might have a problem. I'm just saying. You might have a problem. And, you know, I don't think her alcoholism is getting called out the way it should. She make it seem like it's just casual. No, this is an addiction. All right, let's go in.
Morning. Have a seat. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just dive right in.
Okay.
Philip, tell me, how did your task go?
Enlightening.
What kind of questions were Janae's family asking?
One question I remember is, how's my relationship with my mother?
Yeah.
Right. I felt ignored. I felt like alone. I felt like I didn't have anybody to talk to.
Is that a way that you feel in this relationship?
Every time I'm bothered by something, I feel abandoned. Because if I need something, I don't feel like I can come to you. You're emotionally unavailable when it's something that's tough for you to hear. If you don't like what's being said, then you back out of the situation, and then you're not there.
Yeah.
I need you in those moments.
Janae, how do you receive this? How is it landing on you?
It's a lot of pressure on me, and I feel
Pressure to do what?
meet a lot of his needs.
Okay.
I don't only have to be available to him, I have to be available to my children. I have to be available for myself.
And what do you do about that?
That's when I go into that shutdown mode and I run from all this pressure that it stresses me out.
I get that.
And I love each and every one of these people.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Let's go to your task, Janae. Philip's family asked you, would you be sober?
Yes. I told them absolutely. I have no problem becoming sober with Philip.
So wait, does that mean you didn't have any drinks last night?
I did have a few.
Can I say something?
Yes.
It almost feels like you're trying to hide certain things.
No. I'm not hiding nothing. I mean, the only thing
Well,
that
is there
I
a
was
part
hiding.
of you? Because remember yesterday when we talked about pretending? I don't think you pretend because you're like a bad person or trying to lie.
Yeah.
I think you don't bring it up because, you know, if we could just pretend like that never happened and just keep going, we don't have to go there.
Right.
And I'm going to say that's a survival strategy. But the only way to make it start working is to acknowledge when it isn't. You know, it starts out, we're a little off the path, and then time and over time, it's just way off.
And that's where I feel like we're getting to one way or another.
I think that it's very important for the two of you to start to contain more of the realities of this relationship.
Okay.
So, here's your task. You're gonna sit down, the two of you, with Dr. Romani. She's an expert in family dynamics. She can sit down with you and facilitate a conversation, and we can get at how some of these things are affecting the bigger picture in the relationship. And then we're gonna bring your son in, Philip, so that the two of you can talk to her to see if you can start to build a stronger relationship, the one that you wanna have with your son.
Right.
So that's your task for today, and I'll see you in the morning.
Okay,
All right.
thank you so
All
much.
right.
Hi, it's nice to meet
Hi.
you. I'm Dr. Romani.
Nice to meet you too.
So, talking to Tracy, and Tracy's a little concerned. She actually described your relationship as somewhat toxic. Why would somebody say your relationship is toxic?
Because I would say we argue more than usual.
What do you argue about?
Like, for instance, if I come home from work and I can tell him, you know, give me a minute, I need time to myself. He doesn't understand that, and then he doesn't like that I said that. And then that would turn into a whole argument to where he's not talking to me, and then when I'm ready to talk to him, then he doesn't want to talk to me.
I wanted to talk the night before, so
And you never expressed yourself about you wanting to talk like this. I can't read your mind.
I hear you, because the opportunity was never given for me to express myself. Again, when I feel like I need to say something to you, there's always a reason that's more important than the talk I need to have.
And the talk that he needs to have is, to me, is always picking a fight with me. I don't want to argue.
When I have a problem, that's not what I get. If I'm bothered by something, she puts a wall up immediately.
Okay, so what I'm hearing from you, Philip, is that you feel like she's not there for you emotionally.
Exactly.
Okay? How do you feel hearing that?
You want my real answer?
Yeah.
I feel it's bull.
Now, listen. I know the ladies, y'all like, yeah, that is, ain't it, girl? That's it. No, no. Listen, it's hard for a man to admit that he, needs his woman emotionally, right? It's sort of hard to admit that. But what if a man said it? What if a guy said that? Like, I think it's bull. And sometimes men do say that, right? But how do the women feel about that? It's not a good feeling. It's really not. You would like to think that your partner is going to be there for you mentally. Otherwise, why are you in a relationship with them? So I thought that, she's being very dismissive, and maybe even insensitive, some might say. And it's just, it's not going to go anywhere. Y'all can't even support each other right now. So how do you expect this to work? Anyway, let's go in.
Okay, so what I'm hearing from you, Philip, is that you feel like she's not there for you emotionally.
Exactly.
How do you feel hearing that?
I feel it's bull.
Okay, that's fine.
That's how I
And
feel.
that's how she feels every time.
I do.
This is my end all. If she doesn't see the emotional need that is not being met, then
Right.
we're not going to be able to
Right.
be together.
I
And I
agree
know
with
that.
Right, right. One thing that contributes to people just like this is drinking.
And I take it she doesn't handle stress, or she doesn't handle pressure very well. That's why she is a drinker. That's why she avoids him. That's why she likes to push things away that, she wants people to forget. She does have a wall all around her emotionally, and is making her drink. And it's probably stemming from the fact that she can't handle pressure. Let's go in.
Talk to me about alcohol in your relationship.
So I used to drink daily, and I've had a court case situation where I'm not allowed to drink. So I've been in my sobriety for 10 months.
But you're drinking, Janae. So there's alcohol in the house.
But I'm not a drinker to where I drink 7 days a week, no. I pretty much drink when I want to drink, and I drink 3 shots of Hennessy, maybe 4.
Do you ever drink in the morning?
I mean, yeah, if I'm on vacation or something, yeah, I do.
Okay, did you drink this morning?
I did.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna tell you, that's a lot of drinking. There's 2 ways we know someone's likely got a drinking problem. They ever get into DUI, and the second is if you ever don't tell the truth about your drinking. That's the deep dive, even Janae, you have to do with yourself.
I feel I'm honest about my drinking. I feel if you know me that I drink. You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, I think, again, keep an eye on that, because if this is already an unstable situation. Let me ask you this, Janae. Do you notice a difference in how he's managed his anger since he stopped drinking?
Nope, same way.
Can I say this real quick? The challenge that I've had in the past with that I've realized about myself is I have a thing about wanting to be heard.
And I understand when people don't feel heard, they do yell, all right? However, that yelling is still a choice.
Right.
There's still a moment in there where you can say, I do not need to yell. I think for you, this anger it's something that goes deep. It's not being heard your whole life. You're attempting to make strides in terms of managing anger and emotions and yelling. That becomes your individual work. And then, what is it about you being in a relationship with a man where you're not meeting his emotional needs? Like, what is happening there?
Right.
You both have to do that deep dive.
I'm definitely willing to make all necessary changes for us, because if we don't make those changes, it's just going to be a disaster. If you're willing to do anger management and even do counseling, I have no problem with stop drinking.
There's so much work to do here around alcohol, around maintaining sobriety. So that's a key issue. Even for you, Janae, are you actually able to be there as an emotional presence for people? If he's doing his work, you got to do yours.
Okay.
And I would say put the brakes on this one for a minute. You're not two people who should be getting married anytime soon. I have concerns here.
When Dr. Romney said that we should put a hold on getting married, you don't want to hear that because that's not what you want to do.
Got work out of you.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
But we have someone else coming up now to join us here. So you stay, Philip.
But it did weigh heavy on me a lot. So I want to make the changes to show people that I can be better for myself.
Hi, how are you? You're Philip also, yeah?
Yes, I am.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Romney. I've gotten to know your dad a little bit because I've been talking with him for a while. Tell me a little bit about you and what kinds of conversations do you want to be having with your father?
So, I think the biggest thing was how during my childhood you weren't around and how I felt about you for a really long time. Being around you was kind of difficult with like all the drinking and all the smoking, and it made me not really like the time that we spent together. I don't think I liked you very much just because of like how you treated other people. It was really difficult to see because like you're my dad. I'm supposed to look up to you. So I just want you to be like, you know, better.
How does it feel to hear that from him?
It was the worst mistake I made. But with my destructive habits going on, I didn't want you around it. And I knew it was making you uncomfortable. So I started distancing myself more and more. But I totally understand, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm sorry I let anything be an excuse to not talk to you every day. Me setting the right example wasn't something that was on my mind because I don't have a blueprint. I'm figuring it out.
As you go forth, when you want to yell, you want to react, you got to hold his words, his face in your heart. Say, no, I can be better because I want to be a better father. How do you want your dad in your life?
Like I want you to be somebody that I can talk to about, you know, my life and, you know, problems that I'm going through and like for you to be there.
Absolutely. I'm excited and ready and willing and wide open. Moving forward, that is my priority. You are my priority.
You want him to have a journey that was different than yours. This is a chance to end these cycles that repeat over generations. That's your responsibility as a father, even if you don't have a blueprint.
I'll figure it out.
Well, thanks, both of you. Really,
right.
Again, I really appreciate your honesty.
Well, thank
it was
you.
a real pleasure.
It is so relieving to be able to openly talk to my dad and have him reciprocate and even like apologize openly on the spot. It feels so good. We're taking the first steps to developing a real relationship, and I'm so here for it.
Let me know how you want to work the schedule thing or what works for your schedule.
Totally.
Thank you. I love you.
You know, it reminds me of the time when me and my son was not seeing eye to eye. We didn't go no 10 years, though. That's crazy. We just had a moment, you know. And, you know, he was my first child, my first son. And, you know, sometimes, you're a rookie. You're a rookie with your first kid, right? Everybody knows this. Parents are rookies with their first child. They don't know what they're doing. So they, you know, now he only had one child. And he probably didn't, you know, live in the same house as his son. But the point is, you know, sometimes parents ain't the best. My parents wasn't the best with me. I was the firstborn. My parents wasn't the best with me. You know what I mean? But I have to give him props that he is moving forward in that direction to get a relationship with his son. His son seemed to be appreciative of that. It's going to save him a lot of mental health issues in the future. So, you know, I got to give him props on this one. Let's go in.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. Dealing with stuff.
I'm sorry for not making you feel like I wasn't emotionally available for you, because I am. And I'm gonna tell you again that I am moving forward. So I need you to hear me when I say I am here for you.
I hear you.
And what I know, I want to be with you. And that's my final answer. I still want to marry Philip. I want to stay in the relationship with you. So that's why I am going to commit to do the changing and do the steps so that I can meet your emotional needs.
We knew we had work to do. And that's, again, this is just a part of it.
Right.
And I get why they see what they see. But I have faith that we both gonna put the work in. If not, I'm just gonna be toxic with you forever. A lot of people are saying if we continue to move forward, this is a road to destruction. I get that, but that's their opinions. If the work is being done, then I feel like this is the woman who loved me enough to help me deal with these issues. So I'm hoping that this is the woman that I can heal with as well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Come on in. How's it going?
Good.
Pretty good.
We'll just jump right in. The two of you sat down with Dr. Ramani. How did it go?
I feel it went really well. I feel she was able to see what I'm going through. She was able to see what he's going through. And the way she explained it helped me to understand things that I can do differently. I needed that.
Okay, how about you, Philip?
For me, recognizing that I'm still early on in my sobriety,
Right.
making my recovery a priority as well as my son. Well, I had a session with Miss Romney and my son, so that was
I need to hear about that.
Absolutely incredible. Of course, it was tough to hear because I knew I created that, but you got to walk through the fire, you know?
So where do you feel like you landed in the relationship by the end of the session?
I still wanted to move forward with the relationship.
Okay.
We are remaining engaged, but we're not setting a wedding date.
How can you be ready to be engaged when you're not ready to get married? I feel like you guys don't know yourselves well enough to know whether this is the right marriage for you.
We know that we have work to do. We know what we're looking for in each other, and if that doesn't happen, there is a breakup coming if we don't see the work being done.
It doesn't have to be a breakup necessarily. I think, don't they just say make big decisions in the first year of sobriety? Wouldn't this qualify as a big decision?
Yes, it is.
You seem very committed to this sobriety
I am.
and to regaining the trust of your son and to building a new, different kind of life. What's happening for you, Philip?
I just felt something when you said, when you recognized my commitment to my sobriety, and I am committed to it. Who I was when I was drinking is not who I am and where I'm moving toward, so thank you.
I think that's what it sounds like to support someone's sobriety. And Janae, the question you need to ask yourself is that what I want for my life? And if you don't, then you let him go. Philip, I see the emotion and the energy moving for you, and you're connecting to what has happened here. I do not feel that from you, Janae. There's a lot of work to do with connecting to feelings. You guys are at a real turning point. This is your real, actual life. It's not a dress rehearsal. This is real. Normally, we would do a blessing ceremony. But since you guys have decided not to move forward with a wedding, I would suggest going out there and telling them, this is our decision for now. And then getting feedback on people's thoughts and feelings about that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys for coming. We do appreciate you guys. At this time, we have decided just to postpone on our wedding date, to take the time to work on ourselves first, take counseling. We want to reflect on the people that we have hurt, and then we also want to just work on ourselves.
And we appreciate you for being open and honest and transparent during this, because I know it's been tough.
I think that is perfect for laying the framework for when you guys eventually do decide to get married and to further your relationship like that.
I feel like you guys both committed to doing the work. I'm excited to see the work be done.
I'm proud of you guys for making that decision on your own, because that's not easy. It will benefit you in the long run.
Thank you. You know, baby, I'm looking forward to doing the work with you. I'm still 100% in.
And I'm definitely going to put the work in. I'm definitely going to commit 100%.
We thank you all for being here, a part of this experience. And if we could just come in for a group hug.
I want to see them not argue. I want to see them have a problem and talk it out or do whatever they have to do.
Now they can, relax and do the necessary work in order to have longevity.
I just hope that me and my dad focus on building out our relationship and that we all come out of this much better people than we went into it.
I learned where the resistance in our communication was coming from. So I'm willing to do the work, then she'll be here. As long as she's willing to do the work, then I'll be here.
If Philip doesn't do the necessary changes, I will have to move on with my life. Right now is just the time to do what we have to do. So I know I can 100% commit to what I have to do.
Family or?
Well, I have to give it to them for coming to the right conclusion. They need to do self-work first, a lot of it, a ton of it, psychiatric, all kinds. And get rid of their habits or their addictions and, start bonding. But I'm proud of the decision that they made. It was the right one. It was good that they came to it on their own, and actually, believe it or not, I'm rooting for them now. I'm rooting for them now because they know the assignment. See, you can be wrong, but if you learn and know the assignment, I'm with you, because everybody make mistakes, right? Nobody's perfect, so everybody's gonna have their things, okay? But yeah, they could be both alcoholics, temper issues. One can't handle stress, the other can't stop punching wall. It's a lot, you know what I mean? But they're gonna do the necessary work so they can be together. So let's give them a like on this video and show that we are rooting for them. Yeah, get them likes up. I appreciate it. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.